Hello, hello, good evening. I had to make sure I wasn't on mute so y'all don't have me sitting up here on mute talking for about 5 minutes and don't nobody say nothing. But anyway, how is everybody this evening? Probably in shock because you see me on at this moment instead of on the late late. Well, I will tell you, I had a rough night. So I'm restless and I don't know if I can make it to the late late tonight. So we're going to do this early in the evening. Let's see who was first in the chat. Trust in My Destiny was the first person in the chat. How are you doing? And Sassy Sue was the second person in the chat. Welcome, and how are you two doing this evening? Then we have Dimples Wimples, Mimi, Obsessed with the Mess, T Rain, Mai Tai, Justin's mom. Did I say allegedly in Harmon? Allegedly in Harmon. Um, T Rain, thank you so much for the sticker. I appreciate it. Okay, and Miss HLS. All right. So what we're gonna do is there's a call. Now y'all know I always say I don't remember the calls until we get halfway through and it comes back to me. Well, I will tell you, heard a call today and I just didn't recognize it. Hey, Blue Bear. None of it sounded familiar to me. So that must have been a call that I apparently missed. So we're going to do this one call. And depending on how long it takes, maybe a second one, but definitely this one. And we're going to get into it. Let me present my screen. What's today? Wednesday. Y'all having a good Wednesday? Because I'm not, but that's okay. But I hope everybody else is. Hope everybody has some decent weather. That's one thing I could say. The weather was decent, at least for me. Okay, so this call that we are going to do is a jail call where he talks about his charges and his co-defendant. And that's not something we usually hear him do, is talk about his co-defendant. Sanders are in. How are you doing? I was just talking about you the other night. I missed you, I think the last two lives. And did I speak to you obsessed with the mess? My brain ain't all there this evening, but we're going to do this. Let's talk about it all. So this is a jail call where he talks about his co-defendant. And I, honest to goodness, I definitely do not remember this call. Even when, I played it today, I was like, nothing in here is jogging my memory. So we're going to get into this call and we see how far we get, and then we'll get into some other things. And here we go. And if you are not subscribed to phone calls from prison, is that phone calls from prison? Yeah, phone calls from prison. You might want to go over there and subscribe to that channel. Give her some clicks and views if you're not over there watching. But I think everybody is. Let me go back to the chat. Do we have any gremlins or aliens or anything like that on our internet tonight?
In this jail call from July 25th, 2023, Nesto and Sonia talk about all of his charges. Erica King.
How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
You busy?
I'm never too busy for you. What's going on, darling?
What you doing?
Yeah, whatever. Sanders RN, thank you for the member milestone. She says, I've been ill with allergies. Oh, I know how that is. Listening in the bushes and sleeping off and on. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you get better soon. I don't know if this is your season coming in because I know it's my season coming in. Usually this part and then the summer. So I hope you feel better. Miss HLS, you on vacation? Is that you? They said was on vacation. Hope you're enjoying it if you are.
I'm sitting here watching TV.
TV.
Uh-huh. This is couch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, home?
Where else would she be?
Oh, okay. You got something right with?
I can get something
It's
right
the
with.
secretary.
Very important.
Very important. Hold on. Oops, shit. Hold on. Where are my glasses? Need those. Go ahead. What am I writing down?
All right, so that warrant. The warrant,
Here we are talking about his warrants. We always talk about his warrants. How are you doing, Leo Lady, Cappuccino Latte, Mel Lee?
WEW. The warrant we're just talking about, because I don't want to talk too much. I want you to look at the warrant, the one saying that, first of all, let me get it straight. It's supposed to be.
You can talk about the case as long as you're not talking about your defense.
Oh, okay.
You can talk about what they're accusing you of. You just can't talk about your end of it.
You know what? There, to my knowledge, and somebody can correct me, as far as I know, there is no law that says you can't discuss your case over your jail call. I think it might even be okay to discuss defense strategy. Is stupid, but I think it's okay. So that's just not a rule. And you're giving us all the other information about the case. So I don't see where it matters one way or the other what you say. And we can always decipher the code that you try to use.
You can talk about what's out there. Go ahead.
Okay, James. Okay. So that guy right there, I need to find that guy because he's a witness for me. All right. When you go to the warrant talking about when they arrest me and all that, first arrest me, all that, go to number 4. It's going to shock.
Which warrant is this, though? Because you got a lot of them.
This is 4. This is the, what the fuck is I'm talking about? This is the one, the fraud. Fraud.
Credit card?
No, this is one with me and Hughley on.
1,000? Who?
Hughley.
Huh?
King. Eric King.
Okay, the conspiracy.
Yeah, conspiracy. Yeah, I'm trying to. I just ate that nasty ass ham.
Mm-hmm. The conspiracy charge. Uh-huh.
So you go to that first one, go down to number 4 and read that. It's gonna click to you. You're gonna be like, damn. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna show who I was with that day, and that's gonna put. You're gonna make sense to you for the new charges I just got. Kind of make sense.
Okay.
All right.
Well, like I said, all your new charges. I talked to your brother today. And he was, when I told him, about the girl who was supposed to be the victim. He was like, "Who? What? That girl's psycho. She crazy. She lives in cars." I was like, he was like, "Yeah, she's homeless. She be living in cars. She ain't wrapped too tight. Her mind."
Now, she's living in cars and she's not wrapped too tight. Didn't we listen to a call or a text message last night where he talked about how she lived with him and Shirley for like 4 years, and now we're hearing, oh, she's crazy. She lives in cars, all of this. This man, see, this is the thing. He keeps talking and he's given away, like he's the best evidence for the prosecution. How are you doing, JMM5 and Cupcake?
Fucked up. And I was like, well, I told my brother to stay away from that girl. She crazy. And I was like, yeah, people be trying to help everybody. Can't help everybody. Sometimes you just gotta go the other way.
Okay. All right.
Because they'll burn you.
Okay, so he didn't get the information you wanted, though, did he?
He waiting for Shirley, but he ain't got it. So he reached out to her. He talked to him an hour ago. He trying to he said 6 o'clock he's gonna call her back and try to get the number from her. I leave it saying everybody had them numbers.
Okay. All right, I'm going to keep on thinking. It's going to come over to me in a minute. Okay, I need to find that guy. That's my witness. He on witness that I did not live there. All right. Then there should be another warrant that they gave me for.
Okay, so I saw yesterday the other The other case where
Hey, Jackson Tabasco, Irie Vibes, and somebody else. But you know what? He keeps trying to prove this is why Lisa Craig, how are you doing? This is why he keeps trying to convince, I guess, her, or wants her to get the evidence so it can be brought forth in court that he did not live at that address. But he is really, really, really pushing it. I mean, if you listen to these calls, he is always trying to distance himself from that address to the point where, in my opinion, it makes him look guilty. But that's just my opinion.
they got Shirley, you, and that Black Heritage Radio eviction on that property. They put Shirley on there too.
But it didn't make sense because we never had a lease on it.
You never lived there.
Right. There you go.
You never lived there. You never had a lease.
Okay.
So even if you leased it and had it as a secondary home, it wasn't even the case either. So it's so weird to me that your name and her name, and then I couldn't find no Black Heritage under Florida or under Georgia business. So I don't even know if that's
In this jail call from July 25th, 2023.
Doggone it. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry. But what I was going to say while we're waiting is she keeps talking about the Black Heritage Radio. He doesn't really bring.
None.
Oh Lord. All right. Anyway, she keeps talking about the Black Heritage Radio and the fact that she's never heard of it. She can't find it. Come on, video. But he knows what it is. He never really responds or anything when she brings that up. The reason why she can't find it in Georgia or Florida and why she was looking in Florida, I don't know,
I saw it.
is because it's one of Erica and his made up companies. Y'all. Oh, and I will tell y'all, yes, they started on the little wacky weed earlier today. Hey, call me on Keisha's phone is here. How are you doing, Prince? Obsessed with the man says all his stolen cars were there, and since it was all fraud, of course she wouldn't find a paper trail straight to his email. They can't be this stupid and think we're that stupid. And she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand the fact that the reason why all this was suspicious is because, the landlord said, hey, them folks ain't paying me rent. And the police go by there and they see all these illegal cars in the driveway. Y'all, I promise y'all, I have not had no tea or nothing that y'all be accusing me of. I promise you, I'm just tongue tied. And what is this trust in my destiny is saying? They smoke for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That must be their dessert, because I'm telling you, they started early.
The other case where they got Shirley, you, and that Black Heritage Radio eviction on that property. They put Shirley on there too.
But it didn't make sense because we never had a lease on it.
You never lived there.
Right. There you go.
You never lived there. You never had a lease.
Okay.
So even if you leased it and had it as a secondary home, it wasn't even the case either. So it's so weird to me that your name and her name, and then I couldn't find no Black Heritage under Florida or under Georgia business. So I don't even know if that's a real fucking business.
Okay. And on top of that is they fucked up. This is what they did. They said that on the 9th, they said that the police came, had a warrant for 980, 980, 990.
Mm-hmm.
And mm-hmm. Shared the name on there too. Had my name. Mm-hmm. And we all lived in that fucking house. Both of us lived next to each other. We never lived there. Okay.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I got the number of the realtor company who did the eviction. So I'm
And you know what? She can't have called any of these people that she's always saying she's calling, because if she has, she would know that everything he says is not making sense. Yes, Jackson Tabasco, that secondhand incense has me all messed up. How are you doing, Twyla? Hey, Nestos, Shackle Shuffle, Walk of Shame. How are you doing? And how are you doing, Major's wife? Major's wife says it's not a real business, Sonia. Nothing Nesto told you is real. Yes, but she can't seem to get that through her head. JMM55 says, how does this hoe know everything about what happened in his past with her jailbird, with that jailbird? She is so nauseating. She sure is. She is very nauseating. Irks my nerves too. And please, if you did not hit my doorbell, make sure you hit it before you leave. Please and thank you. Leo Lady says, don't forget to vote. If you don't vote, I'll be listening from the Caribbean. Yes, everybody, please vote. Please don't let the orange man win. Please don't.
gonna call them. I got the number last night. I'm gonna call them because I didn't get in until just now. And get a copy of the lease and the payment because I know you didn't live there. I know you didn't sign a lease. I'm trying to figure out who did that.
Okay.
Who did they speak to? It had to be the Erica girl. Because did she live next door?
Next door, yeah. The next
So I don't know why she was trying to, or why she did. But then she can't be trusted. But look, she can't be trusted because she's a scheming ass type. Like if you see her record, she did that shit. That's what it looks like. She did
I
that
don't
shit.
understand. This man has theft by deceptions going to the way back. I don't understand why she always throws Erica's record in there and constantly talks about why they looking at your past. That's your past. Well, perhaps that is Erica's past. Now, Jackson Tabasco wants to know, did anyone look up that company with the Secretary of State on Georgia to see if if they registered that business, or did they just make it up on the lease? I'm not sure. I don't know if we all assumed it was just made up. And for some reason, I want to say Chronicle Speaks maybe looked for it, or something like that. I'm not sure, but that is something to look into, because I never thought about it. T. Rain said, and that's why Miss King turned state's evidence against Nesto. Some of her people told her that Nesto kicked her in the back. I just don't see where she profited. I don't see where. I mean, I know Erica did profit from their schemes. Hey, Shelly C. But I don't see where she. I mean, his wife is driving cars that was bought by you know other women and things like that. So I mean, I don't know why she doesn't understand that. Jackson Tabasco said, I hope the homeowner searched it before agreeing to that lease. Yeah, I hope so too. And that house sold. I forgot for how much, but it sold.
I got it. Okay,
So I don't know if she tried to act like she was a representative because she said she worked for you for 5 years, and I'm like,
but she did though.
She didn't work for them for 5 years. She just was around back and forth over a 5-year period, but not in that capacity as an employee. She got to show paycheck stubs, and if that's the case.
All right, so remember that number 4 and that date right there.
Okay, so that is Black Heritage Radio. Dimples Wimple said Erica is going to snatch her semicolon up if she keeps bringing her name up. That's right. Keep her name out your mouth. Trust in My Destiny said, I believe Black Heritage Radio or a similar name is the company behind SHMS. So that's why Erica used that name when leasing the property. That's interesting. Leo Lady says, Sonia, you know everything and you don't know nothing. Can't say shit because you don't know shit. That sums that up. Pay stubs would pay stubs would be fake. Obsessed with the method at trusting my destiny. Oh, really? He was scamming with his wife's jobs info. That's crazy if that's true. Hey, let's talk about it all said going fishing, snatching her ball.
Say, what's the date?
I don't want to say it on the phone. You just read it.
Oh, no, I'm talking about what was the date?
February.
Oh, okay. No,
You catching on there?
no, because I don't have it in front of me. But I will when I see it, because I'll read it and it'll
That's
click
the
when I
same
see
day
it.
you got out. That's the same day you get out.
Before I forget, I don't know if I said hi to Miss Mad About Music, so I want to say hi to her. I see you allegedly in Harmon.
Hospital.
Oh, okay.
All these days gonna click to you in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
To make it sense to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now, I was supposed to have a warrant. He put another warrant on me saying that me and Shirley use me.
Miss HLS, did he say February? T Rain said on Monday. Whew. Okay, Miss HLS said nothing came up on the Georgia Secretary of State. Okay. My Ty said, I wish my ponytail would sit down somewhere. Did, did he say February? I didn't. Hey, Twyla 310. I don't know if I spoke to you. February.
And Erica used Sheridan's name to put Elisa her name at their property. They put a warrant on my ass for that.
Because you
What?
can't do that.
Yeah,
What did you
they supposed to have another warrant out there. No, they been there back in 9/22. They took me straight down there. I never saw that warrant. I never saw that warrant. The lady, when you first get locked up. And
They said that you put a lease in Sheraton's name.
yes, yeah. So it's supposed to be a warrant out there for that. They not locked me up, but they accused me of that too. And they gave me a bond for this one.
So Lisa Craig said, I don't know why they leased that house, but they definitely leased it. Because you know what? They were probably doing some kind of illegal dirt in there. Who knows? He might have been running women through there. We really don't know exactly what that man was doing. But whatever it is, he was doing it because they leased that house. Hey, Keisha Marie.
Our BC, and they gave me a $25,000 bond at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see that. I don't see that.
No, it's something separate.
And what?
Apparently, it's something separate, but I can look that up.
Yeah, I don't see that. But I know it's up under. I wrote it down here. And they said they dismissed some shit
Mm-hmm.
when I went to court on the 26th. The felony, conspiracy of felony. So they're supposed to dismiss two. That don't make.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, y'all, there's no sound. Y'all can't hear anything? Let me know. Hey, Lisa Glaze. I want to make sure y'all can hear before I go on. Somebody said there was no sound. Everything looks all right. I'm not on mute, am I? Okay.
That don't
It don't make sense as many charges they gave you for sitting in court next to her and everything they said she did, but it's weird how they did so many different warrants for the same situation. On top, well, that's beside the point that, they shouldn't charge this period, but
It it was not the same situation. It was multiple situations. Anytime someone is committing a crime and they're committing multiple crimes, you have to get multiple warrants because sometimes everything does not fit in the parameter of one warrant that it does in another. So that's why the man was all over Georgia committing crimes, all over in different counties and stuff.
still how they repeated the same scenario for that many, like for those 7 charges. And it's like a lot of them are just repetitive.
Trust in my destiny.
I mean, once I get that, I got an interview tomorrow. Once I get
Interview.
I got an interview and I got to send this stuff off for my Social Security. So, because I got until Friday to do that, or they're gonna throw my shit out, and I can't let them do that. So, I got to send them all these documents for my Social Security, and then I'm gonna call tomorrow though with the real estate people and find out and get a copy of that lease. And I'll try to see if I can talk to the guy, the landlord, and see who he talked to, because I think what Erica did was pose as a representative and try to, and I don't know if he sent it to.
Of course she did, and he knows that she did. Leo Lady said he was all over the county trying to be like Diddy. Oh, Now, here's another thing that she is not. Why is she not questioning him buying Shirley's truck? Why is she not questioning the ring? Those are things that are blatantly obvious with attachments of evidence. Why is she not questioning him about that? And why is she applying she's probably renewing her Social Security disability, which I think is SSI, because she has not worked enough quarters in her lifetime to qualify for SSDI. But anyway, why does she apply for that and jobs at the same time? It makes no sense.
Because sometimes they send leases through emails. I don't know if that is.
And do she really think the landlord is going to talk to her? I mean, does she really think that? Major's wife says, what is repetitive? It's repetitive. She's always trying to sound smart and sound dumb every time. Sanders RN says, why is she doing all this footwork apart from the attorney? Why does she think what she finds will make a difference? You know why? Because she just, first of all, because she has him convinced that he's innocent, and she's going to prove he's innocent. That's number one. And number two, I think she's trying to convince herself that he's innocent. No, knowing good and well. Here I go, caught up in these comments again. Jackson Tabasco, I am not seeing things. Somebody said that they couldn't hear, but I'm not calling no names. Leo Lady said, at Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries, now you know she's applying for jobs in her sleep. Miss Mad About Music says, why is she not questioning why he let his wife be homeless? Hello, Philly. How are you doing? Philly says, Sonia acts like a niece of mine who tries to be smart until they are dumb. I got a question. Speaking of nieces, y'all remember in the beginning when all of this started and there was this alleged niece involved who was supposedly helping him? How come we never heard any more about that? We've not heard any more about that. Hey, Houston Foodie. Y'all, if y'all are not subscribed to Houston Foodie, go over there and subscribe. She does a couple of different things, one of which is the text messages. And she has her own way of doing it, and it's quite comical. Hey, Vic to the Veil. Hey, Nola Brown. How are you doing? Vic to the Veil. Was that Sonya in that video, in that brawl? Was that really her? Because if it was really her, she looked nice. Miss HLS said, Doug said it was Sonya. Okay. Shay D said, Kalia. Was that the niece? I can't remember the name.
Copied the email and tried to say she sent it to that it's going to you and signed it. Like, you can do all of that shit without even seeing a person. So, but that email will have.
By the way, yes, you can do all that shit without seeing a person. But these houses are what, almost $1 million houses. They are not just doing leases through email. It's just not working like that. Hello, PW. How are you doing? Houston Foodie says she's on her way to 2,000 subscribers. Yes, congrats, congrats, congrats. T Rain said Sonya was making fraudulent documents from the gate. Mm-hmm. Oh, her niece was Kalia. Oh,
IP address
okay.
to it.
Right.
And again, it would go back to, whoever did that shit, which I'm really thinking, looking at her cases, that's her and she did that shit.
Yeah, I know she did. I know she did. I know she did.
She had to. Ain't nobody else around you like that.
No.
It was her. And it didn't make no sense. It wouldn't have made no sense for you to lease that when y'all lived somewhere else.
Thank you.
Who can afford all of that? And he said it was empty, exactly, because I didn't live there.
Thank you.
So I don't know why she leased it in the first place. You had a whole house in Alpharetta. So I talked to my PI today, a private investigator. Me and him spoke for like an hour this morning about your.
Who, Sylvia? Y'all, if y'all go over there, Vic to the Veil has a YouTube channel. Y'all need to go over there and look at that, a very filtered Sonya video, honey, where she is just sitting on a couch, I guess in the club, styling and profiling. She has on a bra and probably some poom poom shorts. I don't know, because you couldn't see the bottom, because she was really, making sure that camera saw her little fun bags. So y'all need to check that out. Very filtered, because she looked good in it. She really did. And I don't know what silky number hair she had in, but it was just flowing and turning and whatnot.
Okay. Basically, he said, Metro PC, you can get the records, because your son was saying you can't get them records. He said you can get those records.
Listen, man, they sent me that day, but the lawyer gave me my discovery page of this indicted case. I have all the texts and everything that I was texting, and the guy texted me. So don't listen out that shit. And that.
What guy is he talking about? Thank you so much for the sticker, Houston Foodie. She says, I've been enjoying your lives for a while and watched you grow, Legacy Moon. Great job. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the sticker. I really, really do appreciate it.
That was 2021.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, because I got that.
Right.
I don't have discovery because I ain't been indicted on these other cases.
No, that's just your muscle lazy son and don't want to do it. Your brother said he will help. Yeah. He said that. I texted him and I asked him. I said, "Help me save this man's life." I put it like that, and that's what he was like. I'm gonna help you. Then he called me. What do you need me to do? I was like, I'm not asking you for no money now, so you should be able to do what I need you to do.
Okay.
How many people need to work on this case? The man has a lawyer. He has the lawyer has detectives. I don't understand why everybody else has to do this legwork.
Around doing all of this shit for these bitches, you should be able to do something for him. But I just put them on the phone. I could just give them phone numbers. That's all I need, are all the phone numbers. And if he know anybody that know her, he could be a character witness because he knows her and he knows she's loony too. But apparently we need to get a hold of her.
I don't understand how Sonia thinks these criminals can be character witnesses for that criminal. Somebody please tell me.
Well, you know her daddy name?
I don't have it on me. It's in my phone. That's the problem.
What's the color?
But listen.
Okay, so he says he has said he has known that young lady's daddy for years, known the grandmother, the whole family, but he can't remember her name. His name. He can't remember the man's name because it's in his phone, so he can't tell Sonia what the man's name is. That is the craziest thing. I mean, does she sit back and really listen to what he's saying? What he says doesn't make sense. Shelley C. said the case is easy. It's the lies that need the work. And there you have it. He does. He's got nothing but time. Why can't he sit there and work on these stories that he's always telling? Get them accurate or something. Get a little close to the truth.
You ain't got to do that. All you got to do is get the birth certificate. That's it. He don't tell you everything. These are street people. They change their numbers every 20 minutes. Yeah, they them kind of folks.
I'll have.
Poverty shaming. Miss HLS said too bad she couldn't filter out those pocketbooks up under her eyes. Miss HLS, you need to stop. And I saw you, wasn't that you, Jackson Tabasco, saying I think roaches are cute. Leo lady says, that's a lie. Just like his friend he sold the RV to. Yeah, they're always lies. Hey, Facts to Feathers, how are you doing? Hope all is well.
Run her and just get all her information. Because when you run her, her daddy, her sisters, her brothers, everything will come up on her.
Yeah.
Because I have to run Erica.
But I know what that.
See how she slid. Wait. Come on, pause. You see how she slid? She said, I had her. Hey, Kimmy, who? She said, I had her run Erica's record. Now we all know who that her is. Put a snake in the chat if you know who she's talking about. Kimmy, who said Doug is the only one who still deals with Sonia. Nesto's lawyers have her on the block list. And you know something? I believe that something funny's going on between her and Doug because they awfully cozy. Allegedly. Hey, Rossi. Yes. Y'all know. I got a question since we're talking about snakes. I was thinking about going over the video of the black dress. I don't know if any of y'all have seen that. If y'all are interested in that, please let me know because it's quite funny.
The person that over here on the warrant right here. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It says it's fucking right here.
It was your girlfriend?
Yeah,
common sense.
Yeah, well, my girlfriend.
Thank you. It was with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. You was with your ex-girlfriend.
There you go.
Right.
So, so basically, I was saying, I'm going back to the other warrant that has got shared is on there. That's the only reason you can say protocol for me not to talk to her because they said that me and Erica.
You and Erica.
Yeah, because
used her name for something.
Yes, and I don't see that warrant nowhere. And they charged me.
Erica remind me of my father's secretary, Carol. That bitch used to just do some shit with people's names. Okay. Man, she was no joke.
So you didn't get that warrant. You didn't see that warrant. But that warrant,
I ain't see nothing with Sheridan on it yet. other than as a victim, but that's to say because when they got all those victims, they trying to say it's some cases involved with them in there somewhere, but not on what I read. But
yeah, but I went to court on 9 something for that case.
mm-hmm.
They took me down there and they booked me on the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Took me out to
That's
jail.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. But that again is yeah, they're gonna have to really look at fucking Erica's ass. I wonder what she probably lying.
Yes, Sonia, they looked so hard that they looked her right into a plea deal, and your man into a 39 count R.I.C.O.
Because all shit she ain't gonna own it. That bitch gonna be like, fuck it, we gonna fall out because she knew she had no business putting that house in your name.
She knows she fucked me. She knows she fucked me.
Man, stop it. Stop it.
I can't really dwell on right now. I gotta worry about that big shit. I got the answer to the big shit. Where I was at on that second charge.
So Juno was telling me about the pornography. He was saying, and I know they deliberately omitted the device, which is
Look, she about to piss me off. So let me read a few comments. She about to piss me off for this nonsense. She's about to say, PW said, this chick has talked ish for over 2 years. She embodies negativity. Masculine energy, and a hatred for women. Because don't forget, we are all some bitter bitches. Sitting in our small apartments with no furniture, eating corn hash. Remember that? Now, Trust in My Destiny says, rewind about 2 to 3 minutes to the girlfriend part, please. Okay. Because we're doing pretty good tonight. Let me see. We'll go here. Tell me if this is far enough. Oh, I guess I better hit play.
So you didn't get that warrant. You didn't see that warrant. But
I ain't seen nothing with sharing on it yet, other than as a victim. But
Hey, Lovejoy.
that's to say because when they got all those victims, they trying to say it's some cases involved with them in there somewhere, but not on what I read. But
yeah, but I went to court on 9 something for that case.
mm-hmm.
They took me down there and they booked me on the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Took me out to jail. Yeah.
Okay. But that again is
What he's talking about, in case you didn't, some people might not know, when you are in jail and they give you another charge, they have to like rearrest you and process you all over again. So I think that's what he's talking about.
yeah, they're gonna have to really look at fucking Erica's ass. I wonder what she probably lying because all shit she ain't gonna own it. That bitch gonna be like, fuck it, we gonna fall out because she knew she had no business putting that house in your name.
She knows she fucked me. She knows she fucked me, and I didn't know nothing about it. So I can't really dwell on right now. I gotta worry about that big shit. I got the answer to the big shit. Where I was at on that second charge.
So Juno was telling me about the pornography. He was saying, and I know they deliberately omitted the device, which is actually a
Trust in My Destiny. I don't think I went far enough. What do you think?
attorney. We need to get the device from the police, what device they found it on, and the download or the day that it was downloaded.
T-Rain said Doug Joe gonna lose his job if he brings Nesto more clothes for regular court and not trial. Dummy. Yes. Hey, coffee is brewing. Yes. He was not supposed to have those clothes on. I'm surprised the judge didn't say anything to him about that. All right, we will go. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, because I don't want to listen. Okay, we're going to start back at 14:14. We're going to go back and listen for this girlfriend part, and then we're going to take it back to where we were.
Looney too, but apparently we need to get a hold of her. Well, you know her daddy name?
I don't have it on me. It's in my phone. That's the problem.
Cool.
But listen, you ain't got to do that. All you got to do is get the birth certificate. That's it. He'll tell you everything. These are street people. They change their numbers every 20
Can
minutes.
you? That's another thing I was wondering. Can you just go and get anybody's birth certificate? Because you have, I know when I wanted my own, because my parents had never gotten me a birth certificate. So, when I wanted to get my passport, I had to order it, and I had to fill out all kinds of information to send to Vital Statistics to get my birth certificate. So, like, you can't just go and get a birth certificate on anybody, can you? Let me know if y'all know.
Yeah, they them kind of folks.
I'll
Yeah,
because I have one Erica.
but I know where that date where I was at. I was with her the whole day. So I'm talking about the person that over here on the warrant right here. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It says it's fucking right here. It's
You was your
confidential.
girlfriend.
Yeah,
You was
I
your
was my
girlfriend.
girlfriend. Yeah, I was my girlfriend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You was with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, you was with your ex-girlfriend.
There you go.
Right.
So
Okay. I didn't hear it this time, but I heard it earlier when I listened to it. We going so can somebody tell me what that mean? What I didn't get that. I really didn't get that. Lisa Glaze says so. Erica just so happened to get Sheridan's personal information, rented a house next door to Nesto without Nesto's input. Exactly. Hey, Shay B. So what do y'all what okay, when she said he said with the girlfriend, she said with your ex-girlfriend, who was she talking about and who was he? Okay, so okay, wait a minute. Trust My Destiny said she was happy that she was referred to as the girl. Okay, okay. Hey, Black Lady Love says I'm California. I can my siblings' records if our parents' names are both on it. Really? But and that's interesting and that makes sense. I can kind of see that, but I mean, I can't see me walking in to Vital Statistics saying, "I'd like a birth certificate on Mr. Williams, please." I would need all of his information. I'm telling you, when I went to just get mine, I had to give my mother's, my father's information. I think of my mother's maiden name. I had to just do all kinds of things. I'm like, "Dag." So now let me bring this back to where we were before we rewound. That was interesting. Thank you for having me rewind that. Trust in my destiny. Okay, here we go. I keep wait a minute, y'all. Okay, here we are. All right, this is where we were.
big shit. Yeah, the big. I got the answer to the big shit. Where I was at on that second charge.
So Juno was telling me about the pornography. He was saying, and I know they deliberately omitted the device, which is, I told the attorney, we need to get the device from the police, what device they found it on, and the download or the day that it was downloaded. So, and then we need to see what they're talking about. Because what Juno was telling me was, and I said the same thing, when they do those fights, they're specific. They have, children, but he said a lot of those videos aren't real children, they're adults. And they'll say teen such and such, because he had a couple of issues with that, clients, that had those issues before. And he was saying that it'll say teen or it'll say that it's minors, but they're actually adults. Posing as minors because the person who actually did it don't want to get caught up in, going to jail. So they advertise it as teenagers when it's actually adults in the video. So basically,
She has tried in several different ways. See, Twyla, that's what I was saying. What she was about to say was going to piss me off, but she has tried to dismiss uh, the children in the photo being children for like forever. I hope that she got the information where the expert was there and explained what she did and how she determined um, that those were children. Kimmy Who says, why is she's so fixated on the CP charges. I know, absolutely. Now, somebody had asked, I can't remember who, what Sonya's, criminal background is. I believe maybe forgery and maybe some kind of shoplifting or theft. All I know is she's a felon, but I'm sure somebody in the chat knows. Like Vic to the Veil probably knows. Houston Foodie probably knows. It's those details like that I sometimes don't keep in my head, and especially at this moment right now, I really can't think of it. Leo Lady says, Legacy, I do too. When you went to get your daughter's birth certificate. Hey, cross country cruise her. I just I just, I can just walk in and just ask, hey, I'd like Vic to the Veil's birth certificate. Let me get that. Lisa Craig says she is not trying to prove his innocence. She is trying to justify his actions. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, Major's wife. Everybody is always lying except for him. And Shelly, see, you're right, but he had the stuff, so that's against the law. No deniability. And they're going to talk about this pawn shop. So we're going to listen to that and him getting the computer from there. So PW says this call beginning in July 2023, she's going to have to pull an updated copy of Erica's criminal record for her new charges that still let her walk free. Houston Foodie says, I can't remember, but I believe it was fraud. Yes, not sure what kind. I think she tried to steal her sister's house or something.
We more than anything need to find out because you're at a loss as to, He said when you get it from a pawn shop, they delete it, but they don't take it off the hard drive. So when you picked up the computer thinking it was erased of whoever had it before you, everything still lives on that hard drive. And what police do when they get it, they'll investigate the hard drive. And that's what you want. But a forensic scientist who knows how to go in those computers, not a scientist, but a forensic IT person will go in there and pull everything off the hard drive. So you could have unknowingly had some shit on that.
Okay, Vic to the Veil, because I've heard you mention this before. Hey, Delicate Dale. Tell us about, in the chat, if you could, tell us about what happens when computers go to pawn shops for repurchase by other people. Because I know I've heard you talk about it before. Leo Lady, yeah, she did try to take the dad's girlfriend's house, but she somehow or another, because she's talked about it on the phone, where she tried to do something like that to her sister, the one that she really doesn't like, because she pressed charges on her and lied according to her. And then someone also put in the chat insurance fraud, and that's coming back to me. So yeah. I mean, whatever she did, it was enough for her to have to stay in jail.
That computer that you knew nothing about.
Audrey, yes.
Person before you or the pawn shop could have deleted it, or they most likely.
So so if it's wiped back to what was that? Factory settings. If it goes back to factory settings, that means like the hard drive is clean. I'm wondering. Vic to the Veil says the pawn shops refurbish them and erase all of the profiles back to factory settings. However, nothing ever gets erased. But here's the thing. What would make, let's go with her theory. Let's go with her theory that it was already on there from when he bought it from the pawn shop. Why didn't he see it? And what would make the police go looking for it? So She's not thinking. The simple questions that come to my mind don't seem to come to her mind. Jackson Tabasco said we need to fly to Ohio and go find her sister. Victim impact state. Ooh, don't put no ideas in my head now.
Like they delete the stuff so that you're thinking you're getting a clean computer when you're not. You got to buy computers brand fucking new. You got to buy phones brand new because of what the person before had put on there. So, or either somebody that one of your little workers did it. It's one of the two. But we won't know any of that until we get the actual date of, the download. And then two, to go and have our own people invest.
Yes, Jackson Tabasco, we can request those. We can. Psycho Boney, how are you doing? Says the metadata is very specific in that it was on my computer when I bought it doesn't fly. They can trace the download to a specific person. There are sharing pedo websites that they use. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, these are questions that I'm asking. Other people might have that question. Why isn't that? Why isn't she thinking of that? And this was supposedly, remember, a police computer. So why would it have been on there in the first place?
The video because, like they said, it was 34 total, but only 4 could be clearly seen. And it seems like it's not an exact, but it just seems like that they're minor. They still couldn't say for a certainty. They're just saying it seems, which is fucked up to throw my bond at $800,000 on a scene. It seems like it's a kid, but it's not a certainty. So it's stupid. Because again, remember, they carded me, and I'm in my 50s, and they thought I was under 18. So that's crazy.
If she don't stop with that lie, if she don't stop telling people that she was carded in her 50s, she needs to stop. Dimples Wimple says she wants this impotent ninja out so bad. Trust in my destiny said that's why the state has an electronic forensic expert investigate the laptop usage. Yeah, she doesn't think they did those things. That's what gets me. She really doesn't. Hey, Virtuous Sinner. Virtuous Sinner says she is way too matter of fact about these images. She needs to be watched too. That's the same thing I said. I mean, she just it's like it rolls off her back. Um, Major's wife said driving Bentleys and Range Rovers, but buying a laptop from a pawn shop is diabolical. Sanders RN says, wait, why would a police computer be in the pawn shop? That's another question I had. I thought that they disposed of that in another way because they can't let whatever information is on there get out. So I just don't understand why she doesn't question that. Lovejoy says, even when I bought a laptop from a personal person, I made sure the hard drive was erased once I took possession of it. That's something that my father died over 20 years ago. And that's something that he's told me back in the day to make sure of if you ever bought it. Well, as a matter of fact, he said, don't buy a used computer. And this is why. Hey, bank is in the building. So you're absolutely right. JMM says, side hen, stay trying to give this man alibis. She is the biggest mammy in Georgia. Shay B said, Tennessee, you can only get a living person's birth certificate if you are a parent or a child or guardian of the person requesting. Lisa Glaze said, we grown folks here, and I have watched porn before. However, I have never accidentally downloaded CP. You have to intentionally search for it on the dark web. Yes, it doesn't just jump up and appear. Somebody downloaded it, and I believe it. I believe him and Lamont were trading pictures. I saw that comment. Somebody said, um, Alicia, Alicia Philly girl said she's saying it was for his security. Yes, she is saying it was for his security, but he was saying when he bought it on other calls that came from it was a police computer, and he bought it to use in his security cars. None of that makes any sense. Vic to the Veil said, I received a refurbished phone from the insurance company, and there was still naked pictures on the phone. I custom smoothed the hell out. Thankfully, it was an adult. Oh my.
So,
Okay,
you know,
so don't forget.
I
Okay,
got it.
and it's gonna make sense to you. And
Okay.
what
I mean, I already
Dimples,
know it's
Wimples.
all bullshit.
yeah, I know, but
It's bullshit, and the only thing any of this is if somebody wants their money back, them chicks she was playing around with or whatever, it's civil. It's civil. Those are all civil
It's
cases,
civil.
and they know
Remember,
it.
it's
But they try to
civil.
finesse it and make it into that because it's a fine line. Like, you know how Trump be doing everything, and it be a fine line between him breaking the law and not breaking the law. It's the same thing. It's
Oh
a
my
fine
God.
line, but
Fine line.
it's true. It's all the way civil. It's just a fine line. But because there was a personal relationship and a back and forth with you guys with money, which most relationships have, and then it's over, and the person don't want to pay it. She don't want to pay that bill. And what hurts her is her case, which is common sense. The charge happened in December. Now in August of the next year, you want to say it's fraudulent. That's 8 months. If it was fraudulent, you should have asked for the money if you was cool with the person and gave them that 30 days. And then after that 30 days, that's when you should have just made the claim right then and there. But why would you wait 8 months? She knew she didn't want to pay that bill. So the only way that the credit card company will let her get off of that is if she go make a police report, and that's what she did. She turned it into something like my ex did me. Wasn't that what it was to my father in credit cards?
right.
So that motherfucker gave me the credit cards and told me to use them, and then got mad and called the police and said I didn't give her permission to use them.
Mm-hmm.
And me and him had credit card accounts together and everything. The judge looked at that shit like,
These people, hey, Eve has many faces. These people crack me up. Always have an example of something. Always try to use an example of something that is a crime to alleviate him from the charges that he's charged with. PW said, I just Googled, so apparently Vic to the Veil is right. They recommend you factory reset it yourself. People have bought with other stuff on it, but any new downloads will lead to him. And if you really want to get into it and go with her theory, yes, hey, Petty Patty, yes, they can go back and look at when the download was done. If it was in his possession, that is still his charge. Um, Facts to Feather said something that I've said before and that I agree with. She said, I believe they were trading pics as well. Remember, Silly said Hips sent her an animated pic of a woman and she was trying to figure out why. Yes, I do believe that him and Lamont, hey, that girl, were exchanging those types of pictures. And I do believe he is involved in that. Um, we have somebody here that I don't think I've seen before. Maybe No Lee, your girl, 504. How are you doing? And welcome.
for the state of bill. He knew it was bullshit. But he went and lied and sat there and tried to say, oh, I didn't have permission. It's on the phone conversation. He told me to use the card. Why would I use his card when I have cash?
Wow.
And I paid on it. I paid for everything that I charged that was feminine. Because I had to buy underwear for him and send it to the jail. And I didn't pay for that because I wasn't paying for that shit. That's his shit, you know? I ended up having to pay for it once he pressed those charges on me. Bitch ass nigga. He just nigga. So yeah, fuck him. See, that's why I be by my damn self.
Hey, Sleepy
These
Libra.
fucking dudes and shit had you catching cases on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I'm only trying to go to jail for my kids. I ain't trying to go to jail over nobody. That's it.
I get it.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you know, I mean, you don't get past all of this bullshit.
Dimples Wimple said, I bet you Lamont's clothes have food, have sweat and grease stains. Yes, and smell like pork chops. PW said, can Lamont go to prison for sending corn to a woman who is built like an 8-year-old? Eve Has Many Faces says, only a scammer like Silly Sonia would say all this. I'd love to talk to that ex. I guarantee his story would be very different. Oh, it most certainly would be very different. Hey, Miss Boogie Down, how are you doing? Alicia Philly girl, we have been going back and forth about who we think. Different people have different ideas. Some people, agree with you that it's Lamont. I say Lamont, and then others say that it's the young lady who had the businesses, who was on all of his businesses. Can't think of her name right now. I know somebody knows
And
it.
like Hannah said, Hannah was like, it's just hard getting out. Like, it's so easy to put a person in this predicament, and then it's hard getting out because you want this court time. You gotta wait your turn. You gotta do this. You know, it's just a strenuous time process to just get out of it. It's not an overnight. But once you get out of it, I'll be suing every fucking body, every included. Sue the shit out of her ass. She need to be sued. She need to be sued now, really. So
Please, somebody put in the chat if you can even think of an answer. What could he possibly, what grounds could he sue Erica on? Please put it in the chat if you know.
using your name.
Yeah,
The shit. All of that. She need to be sued for fake lying to you, to having you go to court on some bullshit.
That's not
She
civil.
sat there and
That's criminal.
presented herself to be something she wasn't. I sue her for every fucking thing. Everything. Everything I'm going through because of your ass. I don't know what I did, but all that other bullshit, I didn't do that shit.
This shit crazy. This shit crazy as a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'm just getting my homework together. I just want to tell you that so you can look at that date. Yeah, I was trying to figure. I figured it out. I just went through my paperwork and I saw it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is keep reading and reading. It's gonna jog your memory to that time. You need to read it, but you don't have the warrant for the last stuff.
No, I don't have that. I don't have.
Eve Has Many Faces would like to know, does Silly Sonia have multiple personality disorders? What's up with all the voice changes and sounds? That's a very good question. I don't know. And being the queen of the South, he can sue for being the queen of the South. And now he has nicknamed Sonia the queen of the South. Isn't that shady? Miss HLS said Nesto ain't suing Erica King. You better believe that. No, I don't know. He's just talking to be talking. That's all he's doing. Sanders RN said he can sue Erica for having him with the side hen as a faux paralegal. Facts to Feather says it's because she's a zesty little dude in the famous words of Native. So that's why she keeps changing her voice, because she's a zesty little dude. Oh my goodness.
I need to ask them if I. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call your lawyer tomorrow and ask her when she's coming down there, and if she's coming down there, and if she doesn't have a copy, I'll make a copy and meet her at the jail whenever she goes, and give you a copy of everything that I have. I'm gonna make copies.
Okay, well, good. Blow it up so I can read it now. Cause that little bit of ass
You
shit.
can just glasses so you can read it. I mean, it's hard for me to read.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I know, blow it up, right? Right, man.
He asked her to blow that up because he can't see. Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right. So,
You need to order some glasses.
You know what? Oh boy, he fucked me around on that. He fucked me around on that.
The lawyer?
Yeah, he fucked me around on that because, but see, the evidence, he didn't have this evidence that we got now. He never looked at the warrant. See, if
he could have got that, right? He could have got it and could have made sense because it all starts with that probable cause, and that's what he really should have looked at from the jump. That whole probable cause bullshit.
But they
and then you
had
saying that,
it.
okay, I didn't lease that house. I never lived there. I had my vehicles because Erica said that was her location, and then I could leave my stuff over her house. And I needed a parking lot for safe, keeping for the vehicles. But
You left 11,000 vehicles there. Virtuous Center says that he could sue Erica for getting born first. That's a thought. Sure enough can. Dimples Wimples, to the moon you go.
I ain't think nothing of it because, I don't be asking people their business.
Man, I'm sitting here for a what they call that shit? You're assuming. You're fucking assuming, bro. I mean, assuming. For $800,000 for assuming. That shit fucking crazy to me.
Yep. But it all goes back to once you take a plea and you guilty of one thing, everything they question in your life. But what's so fucked up is your co-defendant is 1,000 times worse than your ass, and they let her be going out on zero. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck she say out her mouth because she's slick at the tongue.
You don't know her?
She really fucked me up. I didn't even know nothing about this shit. That shit fucked me up when you told me. Yeah, it fucked me up real, real bad. I couldn't even sleep last night.
No.
Got a headache, but I gotta keep on reading because I missed them. But I caught something today, so that's good. I did catch that. That saved me on one charge for the new charge. That did save me right there. So I didn't see what pictures where I was at in 19. I kind of know where I was at. I kind of know where I was at.
I thought this Negro said he had a photogenic, what did he say, photogenic, whatever he said, memory. Why does he need to see his pictures from Instagram to know where he was during the times he's accused of these charges? Somebody please tell me. Shay B, to the moon you go.
But I got a pimp jitters in my head all the way so I can get wherever I was at. I know them cameras gonna tell me what kind of vehicle I was in at that time and what day and everything. Also, I know one thing for sure, that the address they said, I'm not going to speak on it.
Here you go again.
I'm not going to speak on that address because it makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
And the second
I Googled a Papa Love and it was the middle of the street, and I was like, what the fuck? One of the addresses I Googled, two of the addresses I Googled, and I was just like, it was just like the middle of the intersection when Buckhead goes to Roswell or Peachtree goes to Roswell and Peachtree, right there where right there where I used to live, at that third block. It was there, and I'm sitting here like, what?
That don't make no sense.
It's just it's just an intersection, and then it's an office building, but it's like it had nothing. It's an office building that you ain't never had a lease to or keys to. So I'm trying to figure out what is this address?
Thank you.
That address didn't even make any sense. So it's
not at all.
That's a lie.
Trust in my destiny. You can follow those other ones to the moon. I'll do it on Monday. Hey, that's who I meant to speak to earlier. Jackie Gates, how are you doing? Jackie Gates says, have bad memory and Nesto is a liar. Mm-hmm.
You're doing your homework.
Right. Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. I'm on it.
Yeah. You're doing your homework.
I'm on it.
So,
I'm on it because I looked at that shit.
A CPAP machine is a machine that, like, if you stop breathing in your sleep, it's like a mask that you put on you, and it helps you. I think it gives you air or something, helps you breathe. So that's what a CPAP is. Trust in my destiny. You are up there cutting up with dimples, wimples, and that's why you have to go.
Well, what's so crazy? The prosecutor trusts in the police, and the police being so blinded because they so thirsty for a case. They just listening to everything these fucking chicks is coming in and saying and running with it. Like they believe in all these fucking females, and these girls is lying left and right.
it just don't make no
It
sense.
don't make no sense.
Yeah, you get out, I dare you to walk up to a girl and say something.
Hey, Muffin, 218.
And it got me where I don't want to deal with nothing right now.
Drop your head and run. You're like, ah.
You don't want to deal with nothing because you're in jail.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Stay in your fucking lane. Don't take your ass to a barbershop and cut hair.
Yeah.
You just stay out the way right now. I'm just gonna stay out the way. That's all I want to do is just stay out the way.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in my son though. He don't want to do nothing.
No, he don't.
He thinks he know everything, but he don't know nothing. I got the shit right here. So that's the thing. That's cool.
You know what?
No, that's cool.
You're right. You just gotta move on.
Yeah, I done moved on. Yeah.
That's it. You just treat you.
Dion has bills to pay, a job or many jobs to work, females to deal with. He has no time to be running around playing detective for this man. Dimples Wimple said Lamont's mama gave birth to a bacteria. Virtuous Sinner says the trash is coming for Sonya. Sonya is stinking. Virtuous Sinner, I've never had to send you to the moon, but off you go. Nola Brown says that Dion knows he's guilty.
You gotta treat people accordingly. That's it.
Yes, that's right. Take PW with you to the moon. She needs to go too.
I mean, he was okay in there. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. He was gonna get out. He was. That's gonna be his attitude. That right there. And you know what? I don't even want to talk to you or anything. Let's just keep it high by when I run into you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Let me give you the same energy you gave me. That's all. I'm gonna just match your energy.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my mom too. When they piss me off and then they change, it's like, well, Sydney, tomorrow's perfect. Sydney, when she be getting her, I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna match your energy. I'm gonna give you the same energy you giving me. And then she switches it up because she know her shit is wrong.
All right, so the other thing I gave you, that was the Secretary of State, so yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. So all you gotta do is just so I gotta say
Eve has many. Eve has many faces. Said what the fact that the G wagon had he had Shirley Strawberry had the VIN changed. A real con man. I can't wait for the trial. I will be glued. I know. I really wish. I hope somebody is there recording or something. Psycho Boney says Dion is one of the few of his children that deals with him, and he gets shaded. Yep, every time. PW says Lamont got pimples on his back in the shape of pork chops, and he sits with his mouth open, shaped like a turkey leg. When he breathes, it smells like Sonia's toilet. This is why you are on the moon. You and all your co-conspirators.
attitude, whatever. I mean, that's fine or whatever.
We should be able to get your property back though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because your
Hey, Very
phones
Cherry.
are not evident.
You have 1 minute
Ooh, thank
remaining.
you.
That's what they did. They went into my phone and my bag and got all my stuff, my paperwork and everything.
Yeah, but all of that, they just look through it or whatever.
Hey,
but,
Bible lady.
And yeah, they use that probable cause bullshit for the means to get the search warrant, which again, that throws out everything because that whole probable cause bullshit from the jump was bullshit. So
Right.
that takes out everything that they called from that probable cause. That dismisses all that evidence they found off of those warrants they used that probable cause lease bullshit off of. Because that's what you're trying to base everything. So off that probable cause, we got everything.
Right.
So now it
Yeah.
throws out everything because you had illegal search and seize because we didn't have probable cause in the first place.
You on your shit now. You on your
Hey,
shit.
I know. I get you this kind of law. Hey, I was on both sides. I already know.
Hey, Bible lady, did I say hey? Bank wants to know what a phone is. Shirley C said if Nesto was actually innocent, he would not have let Shirley Strawberry get away. Guilt put him with side hen. Miss HLS says she thinks she's the whole DOG, dumb broad. She sure is. She sure is. And you cannot tell her that she is not Sonia Esquire, lawyer for hire.
That's why I kept going after the probable cause theory.
Yeah. You on your shit.
I love you. Please call me back. Can I?
I love you. I love you. I love you. Call me back. Call me back. I love you. I love you.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications.
5 minutes. All I heard was wah 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 wah. That's all I heard. So, anywho, that is all we are going to do this evening. I might be back on the late if I have myself together. As I said, I'm a little off today, and the folks upstairs started with their afternoon delight very early. So, it's a lot going on right here. I think that makes my nose runny or something. So, anyway, y'all have a good evening. And those of you who have been sent to the moon, you are allowed off. And don't come back in this chat acting up. So let me go find some music to drop to send y'all home. Trust, trust in my destiny. No, you don't have to hang around in the chat to see what's going to happen in the mic. No, no, no. Here we go. I don't want to hear that. That's a little better. I can't never find. Oh, here we go. So good night, everyone. I might see y'all later. They're dark. Yes, don't forget to ring my bell. Dimples, Wimples just won't act right. Shout out to the Marvelous Moonlight mods, and shout out to allegedly In Harmon for behaving herself tonight. Bible lady. All right, y'all. The music is over. Good night.